All right. Well, we'll see if this works. How you doing? Yeah. No, I wouldn't know that. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Of course I know that. Sorry, Rumble is asking me to verify I'm human again. So, come on, Grumble. Come on, Grumble. Hey, verification successful. Waiting to see if I'm a living human being. There you go, Rumble. Thank you very much, Rumble. Yeah, I do know that. Come on, man. I watch and listen to this stuff. In fact, I was watching, read the stream's description. Yeah, well, it's on the way. No, but I put, Oh, Jay Watterson, you got ahead of yourself for once. I put the question mark because, okay, the House passed it. By the way, good morning, everybody. I told Jay Watterson the other night when he messaged me, or was it this morning? Boy, I lost track. Or yesterday morning now. I was going to stream no matter how much caffeine I had to intake this time, and yes, I am. It is a C4 Ultimate. So yeah, I said I was going to. Now the question mark is on there for a reason, and I warned people, the House has passed this. It's going to Trump's desk, but the Senate hasn't yet. And there's still stuff the Senate can do to stomp on this. So we'll see what's going to happen. Yeah. So we'll see. Let me figure out what's going on here with my chat over on my laptop. My laptop's weird. My laptop does not have the YouTube chat on it. I can't type in here to you guys on my laptop, but I can on Rumble. Anybody know a fix? Come on, Jay Watterson, you're the hero. You know, and I said the question would be what the Senate does. Yeah, 100%. And you're right. That's why that question mark's there. We don't know what the Senate's going to do. Trump may sign this. The Senate may stomp on this. I don't know if we're out of this yet. And honestly, you guys have heard me say this before. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I know Jay Watterson and a couple others always disagree with me on this. I don't know if it matters anymore. I think, by the way, I didn't even share the stream out. So anybody out there, please share this out, because I did not. So, whoops. I was just trying to stream, guys. But no, I don't think it matters anymore. I think anything good, anything we were going to find out for real is gone. And today's vote proves it. It does. There is no way all these a-holes, except for one, came together and went, yeah, let's get them out there. No, because somebody, if we were getting the real Epstein files, somebody in there would be in deep, deep, deep caca if these came out. The very fact that everybody came together and voted it, there's nothing there. We're going to find nothing new. Everybody's going to be disappointed. And honestly, I don't care. Let's say the files came out right now and implicated 20 people in Congress, a couple world leaders. It doesn't matter. People are still going to be screeching and screaming. This isn't enough. Well, this person I thought was in there isn't, so it's not going to be enough. It's going to be JFK 2.0 no matter what. So, yep. And guys, sorry, once again, I'm going to say this because I need your help. I didn't share this stream anywhere. I didn't have a chance to share it to my Facebook group where I talk politics with people. I didn't share it to my X account. If you guys could, please share it out to anything you have or anybody who may be up this late. So, yeah. But I don't think it's going to matter. I'll talk to you guys here in a sec. I just got to get through my little idiotic thing that you guys have heard before. But I really think this is going to be JFK 2.0. It doesn't matter what comes out. There could be 33,000 pages, 33,000 hard drives come out and discs of evidence. It doesn't matter. Somebody's always going to have in their mind, well, this person has to be in there. Well, if he's not in there or she's not in there, not real. There's always going to be something. Well, Trump's not in there. Not real. Biden's not in there. Not real. Clinton's not in there. Not real. It's always going to be never enough now. That's the problem with conspiracy theories. Once you let them grow, once you let it become a conspiracy theory, never gonna totally go away. I'd say the same thing with the Charlie Kirk shooting. Never gonna fully go away now. And I know I'm gonna say something right now that I know a lot of people disagree with. There's a channel I like called Heavy Duty Country. He's gone knucking futz, and he needs to stop licking Candace Owens' crack clean. And yes, I say this knowing the guy from Heavy Duty Country could break me in half with a sneeze. Candace Owens has lost her freaking mind. She is now just doing stuff for clicks. That's just my opinion. But I don't think it matters what comes out on the Epstein files anymore. Most Americans don't care. And I know some of you guys here get so angry when I say this. But I don't think it matters. Most people don't care. They aren't even thinking about it. Some of us who are paying attention, who are watching, like I did today, watching and yelling at my TV during the whole vote thing. Oh my God, was I yelling at my TV. Oh my Lord. I was doing some work and trying to get some paperwork done and stuff, and I was like, good God. I was going, shut the fuck up and vote. And they kept, well, we want transparency. Good, then vote. My God, I was losing my mind. I had to turn it off and on and keep coming back. And then when they did the vote, it took 4 seconds. Jeez Louise. Holy crap. But I don't think it matters. The fact that they all came together, that all these corrupt pieces of shit came together and voted for it. Nope. I don't think it matters. All right, so. Jimmy, what's up? The real list is the Epstein victims list. I don't think we're going to get all that either. They're going to redact. They're going to redact in the name of protecting the victims. I'm betting we're going to get redactions. I just think so. Oh, guys, do me one more favor. Bunny's not here to yell at me. At least I don't see her yet. Bunny's not here to yell at me. But please hit thumbs up for the stream. She would be all over me. I'm going to check everybody on Rumble. Oh, a couple people on Rumble. How you doing, Rumblers? Rumble's working right now, too. Boy, the internet had an issue this morning. X was down. A bunch of stuff was down. All right. Plaskett. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. If you read my headers, if you can read my headers at the top, Plaskett's here. Oh, ho, ho. We're going to talk a little more about that than we are the actual vote here in a minute. Just to be clear, this is going to cause the files to be released anytime. Isn't going to cause, is? There'll be more shenanigans. Of course there is. We still have the Senate to go through. We don't know what the Democrat judges are going to do. And here's my thing. If anybody saw my shorts the last day or two, which I'm betting nobody has, because I saw my numbers. I don't really check it much. I just happened to look earlier. It's like, well, nobody watched these. Good job on the shorts, YouTube. Donald Trump. People go, well, Trump can just release these. No, it's a trap. It is 100% a trap for Donald Trump to release these himself. 100%. They are salivating for Trump to come out and just release the Epstein files himself, sign and go, yep, I want them out. Done. Screw the judges. Screw the courts. Release them. Because as soon as Trump releases them, it's going to be conspiracy theories ad nauseum on the left. Every leftist, every left-tard media source is going to be screeching and screaming because, well, Trump's not in there. None of his buddies are in there. This person's not in there. Trump is hiding these people. Trump is protecting his family. His son should be in there. Hell, his daughter should be in there. It's gonna be, you think as bad as it is right now where they're saying Trump's protecting somebody, much worse. If Trump puts his signature on this, puts himself on there and says, I declare they are released. It's all on him and they are going to use it. It's going to be Cheeto Man. Cheeto Man's hiding. 100% what they're going to do. This is a trap. Trump is in a Kobayashi Maru. If he doesn't let it all out there right now, oh yeah, he's protecting. If he does, much worse. You can disagree with me, but I think it'd be much worse if Trump just puts his stamp on it and says, I'm releasing this. I think it'll go much worse. It is a trap. It is a huge trap if he does it. Now, it's smarter to have the Congress do it. If he has the House and the Senate releases it, everybody's name is on that vote. Everybody, Democrat and Republican, that voted today to release it is on that. They're all on that end of that rope with him. Other than that, if Trump did it, he's the one dangling on that rope alone, and everybody in Congress had a free pass. So I think this is dead right. I think this is the way to go. Hey, Jim Patterson. It's all the time I had to do it, man. How you doing, buddy? On your way out, though, I appreciate you even saying howdy. But on the way out, do me a favor. Slap that thumbs up and, hey, come back and watch it later. And see what you think. Leave a comment. You are always good at that. Leave a comment. Let me know if we missed anything, if you agreed with us. But have a good night, Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson. But yeah, there's going to be more shenanigans. I slept an hour and a half, so I'm awake, kind of. Yeah, well, I'm artificially awake. This is not a sponsorship, but man, I love these damn things. Amazon Prime had a sale. I got these C4 Ultimates for less by a good amount than just buying the plain C4s. Woohoo! They had a nice sale. Like 53% off. I took advantage of that. It was on just the fruit punch, but man, it's really good. Try Stim Experience. Yeah, I'm awake now. HDC is a grifter. Heavy Duty Country is a grifter. I don't know. I actually kind of liked the guy until recently. He seems to have switched heavily conspiracy theory, not just the Candace Owens stuff, but even other stuff. He's gone a little nuts. I did like him, but I'm having major second thoughts. What time do I sleep? I'm a weird sleeper. During my meds, I fell asleep right after, caught maybe an hour or two. I don't sleep well. I sleep an average of 4 to 5 hours a day. It's about my average. So after this, I will go to bed, get up about 9:30, maybe 10, and get some food, do my meds, and then look at my neighbor's Cadillac because he broke a bolt off in the crankshaft. Yeah. And I was over at my dad's house earlier tonight wiring up all new lights in his workshop because he couldn't see crap. Yep. Ran Romex down to a switch, everything. I don't sleep a lot. It's always been a thing. When I was younger, I slept even less. I would sleep about 2 hours a night. My parents were worried, brought me to a doctor. They did all these tests. Well, his body seems fine. But now I'm up to about 4 to 5, you know. I don't sleep often. I have a weird schedule. My breathing treatments and everything also necessitate that at times. If I sleep too long anyway, my lungs, they do not care for it. Jeffery solicited Epstein for money as well, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of crap. Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries is in trouble too. As you work night shift, but was off last night and tonight, so normal sleeping hours are 4 hours a day. There you go. Jimmy, with you, man. Don't lose track of the fact this Epstein vote is a L for Trump. He won at long last. No, I don't. It's only an L for Trump if you're not looking at it the way I am. I am looking at it in a way that this is a W for Trump. Not the greatest W. And I'm not saying Trump is playing 4D chess, 20D chess. I'm saying Trump looked at this and said, bullshit, this is a trap. Or his top advisor maybe looked at him and go, dude, don't do this. Don't do this yourself. If Trump released this, I'll say it again, if Trump released this himself, he's the only one dangling on the end of that rope. It's a saying, YouTube. He's the only one dangling on that rope. But because he finally went along and forced these assholes to vote. The Republicans were just as bad as the Democrats. The Republicans didn't want to vote either. They all wanted Trump to do this. Democrat, Republican alike. They wanted Trump alone on the hook for this crap. Trump did the right thing by making all these a-holes on that rope with him. They're all on the Poseidon. They're all on the Titanic. They're all on the Lusitania together. Rather than Trump being out there in his dinghy with a U-boat shooting at him. So I don't think it's an L for Trump if you really look at it. Because my God, imagine, really think about it. What would have happened if he had done this unilaterally himself? I don't think it would be good. So I don't think this is an L. So me and Jay Waterston are going to disagree on this one. Yeah. Well, Jay Waterston, I'm going to say I think maybe Trump was pushing for this. I don't know. He knew months ago these assholes wouldn't have voted for this. I say 100% they would not have voted for this. Remember, they did try to do a vote before and they backed off. Even, if they really believed in this, they could have done it. He knew they didn't want to. He got the pressure ramped up so high, these people, none of them had a choice. And the Democrats walked into this. The Democrats ran headfirst into this because their TDS, because their hatred, because their hunger for power is actually really what it is. They had to get Trump again. And once again, it backfired. Now they're really showing how much they were in collusion. Especially Stacy Plaskett. The Duty Country says what he thinks people want to hear. He has flip-flopped. I didn't know he's flip-flopped many times. I've seen a few. And I don't mind flip-flopping. Flip-flopping sometimes is a sign of somebody that is honest. Somebody that's not in a cult. Which is also what I said the other day on one of my shorts. Is how all the Democrats and lefties are screaming how every Trump supporters are all in a cult. No. And the Epstein thing totally proves it. Because Trump's been taking heat from huge portion of his voters. Huge portion. And that just proves we aren't in a cult because we have been annoyed by this. We have been pissed off. And this has not only got the vote and got Trump, so he's not the only one dangling on that hook alone, but also it is destroyed. Any Democrat or leftard you know in your life now that says, oh, you Trump people are in a cult, that is gone. That narrative has been destroyed by this. The very fact that Trump's base, that most Trump supporters were pissed and like, hey, stop this shit. That says it all. We're not in a cult, and it destroyed that. So no matter what, good things have come of this. No more of that Trumpers are in a cult. You can push back easily now with facts. And Trump is not the only one on the hook. Everybody in Congress is on the hook for this, especially Stacy Plaskett, though. All right. But hey, HDC, I've liked some of his stuff. I'm not saying I watch all of it. I'm not religious. But I think he was better earlier. I really do. Now, picking on you, man. I know you're a big guy and have a lot more firearms than I do. But, dude, lately he's gone click farming, it seems. Stephen Hawkins was number one person on the Low Lead Express. I'm not forgetting any of that. I'm just saying. Obviously, I have a weird sleep schedule. It's 3:30 a.m. Well, yeah, Jim, you've always kind of hovered around different times. Yep. Sorry, I'm fueling up. Danny, why isn't everyone calling out Trump's name about Epstein? Seems to have forgotten. 2 Clinton judges blocked the release of the files, so did 1 Obama judge. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. It was never about... Okay. I heard this floating around today. I can't even remember where because I was trying to work and do some stuff and listening to things. Don't even know where I heard this, but a couple people are floating around the fact that the Democrats didn't give a shit about Epstein. None of this is about Epstein. All this has been about was slowing down Trump again. Miring and bogging down the Trump agenda. Slowing him down, distracting him. Slowing down Congress. Getting none of Trump's agenda through. Trump has been mired. That's all this is about. That's why they suddenly, as soon as it passed, as soon as it started to bite them in the ass, okay, pass it. All they cared, just like the shutdown, all they cared was to distract, drag down, get what they wanted, then go back out. It was all BS. They don't give a rat's ass. They know there's nothing left in those Epstein files. Nothing's going to come out. It was all a distraction. Slow down Trump. Bog him down. Distract him. Dangle something in front of him to piss him off. So that's one reason why, Danny. Also, I have insomnia from when I worked 120. Yep. Been there, bud. I used to be going to 20, 23 hours. 20 to 21 hours on average is what I used to do. Between a couple jobs in college and everything else. But, yep. That was rough timing, too. Woo. Are you not pissed at the judges for blocking Cash from releasing the list? Who says I'm not angry about it? Who says I'm not angry about it? I've talked about the judges many times. I have said on this channel and these streams many times that Trump needs to tell these judges to fuck off. He needs to tell them to fuck off. Most of the rulings they make against him, he needs to just stand up. Trump is still trying to play nice. And unfortunately, some of the people around him, I think, are starting to drag him down again. Some of them are starting to pop up with their own little wants and needs and their own little biases and bullshit. And I think they're whispering in his ear. I think some of Trump's latest missteps are because of that. We are facing the same problem we had in his first term, where he started off good, paying attention to himself, all pissed off for being shot. And now, the wrong people are whispering in his ear again. The wrong people are pushing the wrong direction. And to be honest, Charlie Kirk was one of Trump's biggest advisors. He was on the street, on the ground, with average people, out discussing. He got the temperature of what was going on, what people really wanted, and he would tell Trump. And Trump doesn't have that anymore. Trump doesn't have that. And Turning Point is not the same without Charlie Kirk. The whole kerfuffle with Tim Pool, go look that up, proves it. I think he talked about it on IRL tonight, too. I caught a little bit of that. But yeah, there's Turning Point's changed. Trump has lost a lot of his insight. He's listening to other people. Where he's listening to Charlie Kirk or somebody like him. So there's a lot going on. I'm not saying I'm not angry at these judges. But Trump needs to stand up also. Maybe that bullet pissed him off and scared him all at once and made him... That brought out the beast that we needed him to be. He's starting to settle back down. He needs to tell these judges to fuck off. Enforce it. You made an illegal ruling. I'm not going to be nice and go, well, we'll see you in court. All that's done is to mire Trump and slow him. So I've been pissed at these judges the whole time. But I say that I'm worse than Trump because I already would have told these judges to get fucked. And I would say it in those terms. That's just me. So I'm definitely mad at him, Danny. I am damn mad at him. Hey, Sog, how you doing, man? How are you doing, my friend? It's about 9:30 for you. Not a fan of Tim Pool. Tim Pool, okay. I'll give my tiny little pinprick of a channel my little advice on there. Weirdly, my urban exploring channel I haven't done anything with has gone up in subscribers lately. It's like, what? Okay. Weird. But this one can't go up even any. My inactive channel that I've barely done anything with. People suddenly started messaging me on there and I've gone up in subscribers. What the crap? But my active channel is going nowhere. Love it. Love it. Tim Pool. Okay. I actually think Tim Pool is... Do I think I would be buddies with him? No. Would I mind having a drink and chit-chatting with him once in a while? Sure, why not? But I think his show is very good. You don't, whether you agree or disagree with him, and yes, I think he's flip-flopped off and on, but I also have, he would get very angry at me because my biggest shots at him are since he had a child, and I know that changes you. I've been there. He's changed in a way, and he's made some excuses where even some people on his show kind of called him out off and on. Well, you didn't go to the Charlie Kirk thing. Well, they said it was going to be an attack no matter what. Or it was horrible. They couldn't protect me. They protected everybody else. There were people there not as rich as Tim that were protected and still pretty well known. I'm just saying. And there's some other stuff he's done lately where he's very black-pilled lately. Very. But I think Tim on average is good to watch. To watch, because you can listen to the conversations, his culture war show. The conversations. You don't have to agree, but having ideas bounced off you is a good thing. And that is where he does a good job with that. Do I disagree with him a lot? There's times I've yelled at the screen or my phone or whatever. Tim, you do a show as much as he does. You're never going to be 100%. I mean, God, come on. Why do you think we have the flip-flops in here, right, Jay Watterson? I'm not perfect. Oh, man. Tim Pool put out a video today stating he's not in. Yes, I know. I was talking about that. So that's one of the things I was talking about. And he talked about it again tonight on IRLs. I did catch at least 3/4 of it. And yeah, TPUSA has changed. They've been kind of changing since Kirk has lost, was lost. And I'm not sure they're changing for the best. Seems to be kind of a power struggle and some change going on there. So I don't know. And it sounds like after his video he made today, they suddenly started contacting him and, oh my gosh, yeah, come on, we'll make space for you. They'd already filled everything up and made sure there was no space for him. And now, because of his video and the people who may cancel tickets or people who may not show or some of the outcry after his video, they suddenly change their mind. But Tim's like, it's too late now to get security, get our travel, everything else set up for the show and guests and move this. I mean, I understand he's got a big show. It's not like some jackass like me where somebody goes, hey, would you like to come to this big thing and I'll be on stage? I'm like, shit, yeah. But I'm just me. I'm a little doofus. I don't have this big thing. So I get it. I also have a show that I do, 5 nights a week, plus all the stuff he does during the day, plus Culture War. I don't have any of that, so I understand it. And that's where sometimes small channels, we have talked about tons of stuff on this channel, my dumb little channel, where we on here have discussed stuff 2 to 4 days before Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, Liberal Hive Mind, Russell Brand, and all the others discussed. I'm going, welcome to the party, pal. Yeah. So sometimes small is more mobile. Also, I look at it, not a big staff. I'm looking around. It's what interests me still, not what my staff thinks is interesting. Or, hey, this is a news story. I don't care. It's got to interest me. Or annoy me. Pass, I'll catch the clips of others and not give him a view. Hey, that's totally up to you. I just think he does good conversations. And sometimes it's better not listen not to Tim, but to the people there. I know they pick on Alad a lot, but I think Alad makes some good points at times. I think Phil makes sometimes makes more sense than Tim does. All that remains. I think he makes more sense than Tim does a lot of times. Am I going okay for you? No, I'm not going for anybody again. I'm going on you. Oh, Rumble's fine. All right. Now that was weird. YouTube skipped again and Rumble did not. So here we go again. Phil Labonte. Okay. I like Phil. I think Phil makes sense. Phil makes more sense than Tim does. Phil admits he used to be a libertarian. He's not anymore because libertarians have gone nuts. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That I was over and YouTube skipped. Rumble did not even flinch. So I don't know what the colorful F is with YouTube. They just don't like me. I already know that, actually. Yeah, guys, I'm looking over here at my other screen, and I saw it suddenly go. But Rumble, I flipped to Rumble, and Rumble didn't even budge. Oop, it did now. Now Rumble did. Maybe Rumble just took time. There it goes. No, it's still going. Okay, it was me. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's happened there. Okay, well, we'll slog on. All right. It'd only be one time he talked down to me and we'd be fighting. Well, you can't think of it that way. You can't think of it that way because not everybody talks the same way and not everybody's going to agree. I mean, you got to be able to debate, and if he talks down, you talk down to him. That's the way it is. I like Phil. I think Phil's good. I think Phil at times is better than Tim. In certain things, he definitely a little more consistent. How's that? Phil is not quite as black-pilled as Tim. Tim's black-pilling has become pretty rough. But this isn't supposed to be a thing on Tim or Phil, but I don't let people talking down to me get me up, my hackles up that much, because everybody thinks of things differently. So that's one thing there. Okay, so Epstein files vote. We're not going to talk much about this. I was watching this crap today where every one of these assholes just kept talking ad nauseum. I think when I was in the garage, I had the TV on. I think D-Day Cobra, Jeremy, was on part of it, and I was listening, and I had to keep flipping off of everything to do with this hearing or this pre-vote chat because they just kept saying bullshit. And I saw somebody said, this is why nothing gets done in Congress. They just talk. When the vote took a matter of seconds. Just freaking vote. But yeah, so. Clint Russell, so much. Which one's Clint? I lost track. Which one's Clint? But I like Phil. I don't think I've run into too many people that are better than Phil. But for my opinion. But that's my opinion. I don't know which one's Clint. I don't know who the redheaded guy is. I forgot who he is. He's been doing a lot of stuff, Tim's daily stuff lately. I think he's kind of edging into some of this at times. I don't much care for him. I don't think he's got the chops for it. I don't think he talks about the stories very well or comes into it with a lot to offer. So whoever that guy is. All right, so let's see here. Who is that guy? Let me see here. Who is that? Oh, that's slow. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. All right, clean that thing up. Oh, he's okay. We are definitely opposite because I don't think much of him. I think he's okay. That's about as far as I can go with him. I think he is okay. So see, everybody's got their own taste. And I'm not saying I idolize Tim or anything. I just think Tim, on average, has good conversations and brings in good conversations to listen to. All right. Now, this here, I know some of you guys know about this. This is just disgusting. The very fact, and we're going to talk a little bit about rat skin here in a second, because, mother effer. I'm sure you guys have heard some of this. Ooh, hello. Okay. But she was texting. I mean, this is not new news now. She was texting and they matched it up to the hearing and everything was going on. And she clearly was doing it. And this is the twat who said that Trump should be shot. Said it publicly, Trump should be shot. Now, one, she's a non-voting member, if I remember right, from the Virgin Islands. She shouldn't be there. If you're non-voting, you shouldn't even be there. Fuck off. You should not be involved. Get your jackass butt out of there. I am just so tired of it. But she clearly was talking to him.
And while we were once driving through a struggling President of the United States.
Yeah, this is where they linked everything up, I believe.
Driving through a struggling neighborhood.
Look at her. She's chewing gum, Pat. She's chewing gum. Not anymore.
He commented that only black people could live that way.
Stacy Plaskett, 2 minutes later.
Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn it
brought
over.
Up Rona.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony.
She doesn't know what Rona is.
You were going to review that. Did you review? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record? Yes or no?
Yes.
Quick, you're
Question,
up next.
You helped out the president.
Is this an acronym? She's asking
or were
Epstein.
Involved in the campaign.
Quick, what does Rona mean?
And
it's a person,
your
Pat.
words today.
That's the assistant's
was your
name.
idea for the campaign dating back to
I don't have time to look at things during the stream a lot of times. If you guys have ever done live streaming, you don't just pull things up. And it's hard to go over to the other computer to do that while you're live. So a lot of times you have to look at things later. But yes, you did. You did send this. But if I haven't had a chance to look it over myself, a lot of times I don't pull it up. Because you can get in some big trouble. I've seen streamers get in trouble for that. And I almost got in trouble on my other channels for just pulling something up. So I'm very careful about that. So since my channel is already gets dumped on, hell, I got a copyright strike the other day. Just like I said I would for one of the videos we were talking about, just a little thing where somebody put some background music in it. And I got a copyright strike for it again. Thankfully, I'm arguing it. I've won almost every one of them because I am following fair use by talking about them, clearly spending more time talking than watching. So I end up winning almost every one of these things, or I'd be in deep crap. But that's because YouTube doesn't know how to follow fair use. But yeah, I understand, but I just didn't open. It's hard to open stuff every time. So, but no, I try to look at a lot as much as I can, especially when you guys send me stuff off stream. I try to look at stuff, but my time lately, taking care of my father, some family court drama, and some other stuff is the weather, dropping weather and stuff has been a little bit time consuming. Like I said, just trying to keep up and watch the hearing today where everybody was bloviating was, ugh.
2011. Is that accurate? Yes or no?
That's
Yes.
his sister.
Wait, this is 2019?
Yes.
Mr.
Okay. And then look-
Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They
and
are.
are there other people that we should be meeting with?
Look,
So, Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
crazy, Tom.
The
You got to quickly give us as many
Quick,
names
she wants
as you
names,
can
Pat.
so we can get to
Because Epstein's coaching her.
As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is the Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his.
Good
and
work.
She's
Yeah.
involved in
Like,
a lot.
I want everybody
that
to
went on.
understand this, Pat.
Yeah, they linked it all up. There's other videos where they show more of it. Now, I just mostly want to talk about the fact that for the love of God, they totally... Sorry, let me pop this. I didn't really worry about it. I just wanted you to hear it more than see it, but here I am going to pull me down before I forget. But here, I will go back over it because I do want you guys to see this. I know Jay Watterson talked about that, but here, hang on. I do want you to see down the bottom. And I'm not moving me all over the place. I've learned that no matter where you put yourself, somebody doesn't like it. I got emails where people were just, well, put yourself here. I don't like it there. I'm like, I'm done. Wherever I said it, I'm going to set it. But no, here now you can see this. You guys, sorry I blocked it, but.
President of the United
Are you
States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood
Look at her.
in
She's chewing gum,
Chicago,
Pat. She's chewing gum. Not
he
anymore.
commented
Yeah.
that only black people.
So they linked it up by what she was doing and hands and things she said. She's talking right to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Virgin Islands doesn't really get much of, they're not really a voting. So she should be there. I'm sorry. No, you're a non-voting person. Shut the F up.
Could live that way.
Stacy Plaskett, 2 minutes later.
Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn
Cohen
it
brought up
over.
Rona.
You, as my friend Mr.
Keep it
Meadows
a
pointed out,
secret.
misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted
She's
your
texting him.
testimony.
She doesn't
You
know
have
what Rona
suggested you were
is.
going to review that. Did you review? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record?
It just, they caught her. They busted her out on every bit of this. The timestamps, stuff what they're doing, when she's looking down, when she asked the questions, she was colluding. Now, here's my problem. If Epstein is the biggest evil on earth, like the Democrats suddenly think he is, they didn't for the whole time Biden was in there. If they suddenly think so, then why is it okay for her to talk to him and use him in a hearing as a source to try to get Trump people? If they say, well, Trump was his buddy at one time, what the hell is this? And my question is, why the fuck does Jeffrey Epstein have her personal phone number and why does she have his? I haven't watched as many people. Maybe you guys have heard other people ask that. I haven't heard that yet where people are going, hey, what the fuck? Why do they have each other's phone numbers? Just saying. They are buddy-buddy enough that they can text each other during this hearing? Holy shit, that is nutso. Why the hell does she have his number and he have hers? But my problem is, then they tried to censure, called biggest pederast in Earth's history, and she's like, yeah, what do I do to get Trump? Yay! And they wouldn't even censure her with this a meaningless thing anyway. It's censure. It's saying bad. Now, okay, back to work. That's what it is. How about remove her twat butt from Congress? In freaking sane. And Link is her trying to justify. Yeah, but I don't care. This is stupid. This is just dumb. They won't even vote to censure somebody who's been clearly busted. God dang these people. And it's always just enough. So when people go, oh, darn, it was just one or two Republicans did it. It always is. It always is. It's political god dang theater. They are just making this shit up. Democrat and Republican alike. It's theater to get people to watch and go, we almost got them. Each side right now gets to go, well, almost. We almost got Trump. And then the Democrat Republicans go, we almost got the Epstein stuff out there. Or we kind of went after Stacy. See, most of us did. So vote for us again and maybe next time we'll get her. No, it's political goddamn theater. It is what I call the uniparty. It's the uniparty. To censure her. There's always that just enough to put it over the edge. God dang pieces of crap. Anybody who voted no, Republicans, look at this. 3 voted no, 3 present, and then non-vote. Screw you. If you're not going to do your job, then you get fired. You don't get to vote present. These last things, you either vote yes or no, or get the fuck out. You are living off our tax dollars. Do your goddamn job. I don't give a rat's ass. This was political damn theater. It always is. I don't think they give a shite. I really don't. I don't think they give a crap. All right. Let me check Rumble here. All right. Okay. I see you on Rumble. All right. So, this is just stupid, but I'm sure you guys heard this crap. But yeah, the House voted to protect Plaskett. She's a piece of crap. There's a woman who threatened, said Trump should be shot. She's a nobody. Now, how much you guys heard this? I don't want to listen to all this, but my gods, this is just dumb. Ratskin is now threatening anyone who votes to censure Plaskett. Beware of your answer here. There's a lot more about to come out. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Or else he wouldn't have voted for it. Why is he petrified over something so cut and dry? Plaskett was obviously obsessed with Epstein. Yes, she had his number. He had hers. She was using him to help her in the hearing against Trump, people. Done. Cut and dry.
Well, they want to give them another headline, which is that they've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent.
Her constituent? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jeffrey Epstein lived where? Wait a minute. Didn't Epstein live in New York and right off the coast? I don't think he lived in the Virgin Islands. Her constituents, her direct constituents are people in the Virgin Islands. So Ratskin starts off lying his fucking ass off. Taking a phone call from her constituents. He's not her constituent. Not direct. Barely even distant. And also, why do they have each other's phone numbers? Hey, guess what? I don't have my Congress people's phone numbers, and I bet you don't either. Their personal phones. They sure ain't going to be chit-chatting with you during hearings. Something stinks, Ratskin.
Jeffrey Epstein in the middle of a...
Is it just me, or am I the only one that still feels bad for the cancer that he had? I feel bad for the cancer.
Hearing, and of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing. Now, if you want to actually give her the chance to explain what happened, then we would take it to the Ethics Committee. I still don't see what the charge is. Where is the ethical transgression?
You're kidding. But wait. There's no ethical problem. There was no ethical problem with her. Somehow, him having her phone number and her having his, communicating during a congressional hearing just to use this pederast as help to get Trump people. Are you kidding? Nothing there. Nothing. But hey, Trump was his buddy for a while long ago, so he's tied to him forever. But she can do this? Nope, all good. It's just a constituent.
Where is the legal transgression? Are you saying anybody on your side of the aisle who had a phone call with Jeffrey Epstein should be censured?
Sure, I'll take it. I'm your Huckleberry. Yes. If you are using Jeffrey Epstein, who's going to have a bias, who could be angry at Trump and his people for going after him, for hanging him out to dry, Trump for kicking him out, to use Epstein to go after somebody, oh yeah, I'm all for it. Let's go to get them all. Pokemon these assholes.
Be careful your answer there, because there's a lot more that's about to come out, right? So you should think about what is the principle behind this rush to judgment. I want to close.
That's a threat. He just threatened them. Pretty much what he's saying is, you know what he's saying? Nothing's going to come out in the Epstein stuff, but we're going to make something up and say it. We'll go out in front of the media and go, well, obviously our colleagues over here were colluding with Epstein, or they are hiding that they were doing stuff with underage people. He's going to threaten them. We'll make something up. Doesn't matter. So watch your mouth.
Just with this thought, because I know there were a lot of people in the chamber who were here when this happened, and a lot who weren't.
Oh, what a dick. I'm back again. I was gone again. Nothing I can do about it. It's YouTube. Because my Rumble didn't go anywhere again. Rumble's scooting right along. It's a YouTube thing, and YouTube is not liking me. So not much I can do about it. And I'm hardwired. In case anybody wonders, this is hardwired. I got cable coming through from our router and everything. So that's a YouTube problem. And it's funny because I have excellent connection. It shows excellent. So let me bing that up there just to be sure. Yeah, I'm excellent. Still. Okay. Let's catch up here a little with you guys. But yeah, I looked that up. Of course there's a deal. Of course there's a deal. But there's always a deal. And somehow the deals always go with protecting them, the government people, and screwing over you and I, and whatever you and I want ain't going to happen. All right. Sorry to be ad nauseum, folks, but I am really trying to stick it in YouTube's behind a little. Please do me a favor, hit thumbs up, and share this channel or stream out with anybody you know that might be interested in throwing flip-flops at me, because I am trying to keep sending stuff to YouTube to give them no reason to keep saying, oopsie, that I gain 1, lose 1, gain 4, lose 4. But yeah, all right. Let's see. Crafty Huragok, what's up, man? If Trump takes call from Ukraine collusion, she takes call from Epstein. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Yeah. And we all know that, hey, Biden, the thing is, Biden did do this collusion with Ukraine back in the day. All the files he stole from when he was senator through VP were all on Ukraine. He was just trying to do his job. Okay. Larry Summers resigned. Yeah. And Trump went after him for it. Yeah, Trump went after him. So yeah, I did see that. That's interesting. I don't know enough about that, but I have a couple articles up to read about it. But I do know Trump went after Larry Summers. It's like, oh. I just know rat skin. I mean, if there's anybody that you kind of maybe were cheering for the cancer, I believe he's the one that had that, if I remember right, and I was kind of cheering for it. But yeah, Larry Summers, woo, Trump went after him. Something I haven't looked up for a day or two is what's going on in Mexico. Wonder how that went, but no, guys, I just don't think we're going to get much out of this. We'll see. But Stacy Plaskett just proved how our government, they're all pieces of shit. I don't care who you are. They're pieces of shit. There is no way it just pops up every time. Just enough they don't actually do anything. And censure is a joke anyway. Censure is a joke. It's barely even a slap on the wrist and a finger wag. These people do shit like this. This T-Watt should be jailed. If Trump talking to Epstein is such a big thing, then what she just did, All right. Talk about the mother who was attacked by kids in Chicago. Not tonight. I wasn't planning on it. Censure has no effect. 100%. It's, like I said, it's barely even a finger wag. It's barely a bad. You've been bad. Okay, let's go. Let's go to dinner together. Let's go to the taxpayer-funded buffet. By the way, look that shit up. Look at the shit we give these people. They whine, oh, I'm only making $150,000 a year. We pay for everything. We pay for your food. We pay for your housing. We pay for your transportation. Screw off. You guys do very well. We pay for all of your medical. 100%. Screw you. They don't have the bills we do. And they all go in and come out. Even if they don't go in millionaires, they come out millionaires. But yeah, censure has no effect. I don't know about talking about the woman who's attacked by the kids in Chicago. There's just so much of that in Chicago. I saw that the other day and I was like, oh, come on. But I do have a couple things to talk about. In fact, this is one. The protests in Dearborn, Michigan, should be a warning to everybody. Adventures with Sog was in here a little bit ago. For those of you who don't know, Sog is in the UK. I've known him for a long time. He used to be into urban exploring when I was doing it. We talked a lot. He was on my live streams for Exploring with CF, on one of my channels. Go look it up. And he's over in the UK, and they are drowning in the Muslim immigrants that their government keeps bringing in, even though they don't want them. They are losing their identity as a country. In fact, it is said now that if they don't do major mass deportations in the next 3 or so years, then the next 20, you won't even recognize the UK. It's going to be buried. It's going to be done. UK is going to be gone as of what it is. It's going to fully change. It's already in the process. Well, Dearborn, Michigan, and the Twin Cities up in Minnesota area should be a warning to us. The Ma'am Danny thing should be a warning to us. You cannot just ad nauseum bring in tons of people that do not want to be American. People go, we've always had immigrants. Yes, but those people came here wanting to be American. Fly the American flag. They wanted to come here because they didn't want to be, they may have loved their home country in a way, but they came here wanting to be part of us, to add to America. They thought they had something to add. They thought we could add something to them and they could bring something here. They came in not getting welfare. We'd hand them a little food, a little bit of money, go forth. Wasn't 20, 30 years, sometimes 2, 3 generations, and don't speak a fuck bit of English. Why do you think we have all this bullshit out there in other languages? Should never be. They don't want to be American, and you bring too many of these people in, and you start having exactly this problem. I played this, a month and a half ago, where Dearborn, Michigan is playing the Muslim call to prayer on loudspeakers, like in the Middle East, 5, 6 times a day. And they start dropping down right in the middle of the street, doing their prayers. No matter if you're driving, they're going to go right in the way. This should be a warning. This is from Cam Higbee. Absolute chaos. Dearborn police are allowing masked, violent protesters to act with impunity. Yeah, it's happening over here, just like over in the UK, where the Muslim folks can do whatever the fuck they want. But American citizens, in trouble. Police have watched multiple violent attacks and done nothing. Anyone who tries to file a report with them are told to go to the police station, where nothing gets done. But here, Americans against Islamification. Islam and Christianity, we are a Judeo-Christian country. It doesn't matter if you are a religious person or practicing or not. We are founded on these beliefs. Judeo-Christian beliefs and Islamic beliefs are in total opposition. That cannot work as a country. Diversity is not a strength all the time. In fact, a lot of times it is not. Unity is a strength. If you think as one, move as one, have the same beliefs, the same wants, the same needs, the same dreams, you move that way. But if you're being pulled in opposite directions, yeah, doesn't work. I'm a Star Trek fan, but infinite diversity and infinite combinations is not really that good of an idea.
This is absolutely insane. It's mayhem. The Muslims are allowed to do whatever they want with impunity. The officers haven't arrested any of them. There's been repeated assaults. I was Haley, you're super tired.
There's Nick Shirley. He was up there
pepper
too.
Sprayed, OC sprayed, whatever. Jake got sprayed. They didn't do anything. He just got punched in the face, and an officer watched it, did nothing. They're all masked up. They say go to the station later. If this isn't Sharia police, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
They just watched Jake get hit in the head, did nothing. They gave him, punched him right in the face.
For those of you who don't know, Dearborn, Michigan is buried in them. Half their city council is now Muslim. They're trying to enact Muslim laws. We're playing the Muslim prayer, call to prayer. We are in trouble. This should be a warning to everybody. Every single person. Sorry, I'm checking Rumble. Thank you for Rumblers for being there. But no, this is insane. I mean, Jake Lang and Cam Higbee asked the Dearborn police to escort them to the bus just after city meeting where death threats are made against them. One Muslim man that has been in everyone's face the whole day appears to harass them again. These people are very beholden to the growing, and growing stronger every day. As this man here says, America across this country rise up just like we did today. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, all this stuff going on.
Hello? We want our bus to be escorted. Yeah, because they're going to follow us. They're going to walking.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I blipped for you guys, but on my screen I blipped. So, once again, Rumble's going just fine. Ain't nothing I can do about YouTube. It's a YouTube problem, not a me problem. My ISP is working great, and Rumble is not glitching. See, YouTube used to be able to get away with this bullshit when they try to screw with your stream and F with you a little bit. But now when you have multiple platforms, you're streaming multiple platforms, you can see when they're screwing with you. It was a short blip, yeah. But I saw it, and Rumble didn't do nothing. Rumble just chugging along. So it is YouTube going, or having a problem internally. Because my stream health says excellent connection. My software is showing I'm doing perfect. My internet speed is great. I tested all that. So, yep. But no, this has got to stop. We can't be having this.
Oh, this guy's out here. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do?
We feel safe in America.
What are you going to do?
We feel safe in America. Your threats don't mean anything.
We will not surrender.
You fucking swine.
Back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up, stand tall. America, across this country, rise up just like we did today in Dearborn, in Texas, in Florida, and the rest of the country.
Now, I heard that they were wrapping Korans in bacon to get back at them. Holy crap. That's cool. Well, you can get away with that. Me, And that's a Christian song. I'll bet you I get a copyright strike for that. What do you want to bet? Even though I'm commentating, and it's clearly fair use. I am commentating on this whole thing. And I love some of the Islamic people are pissed off about the Christian music. Well, you got your Muslim call to prayer going. Ooh, boy. That's pretty balls. That's a big boy. I'll tell you what. That skinny little Islamic mother pusser Look at these two corn-fed fuckers. These guys would wipe their asses with him. They really just know that they can get away with whatever they want, because that skinny fucker, I could take him, let alone these two guys. Whoa. Oh, yeah, pull it off. Yeah, come on, ballsy. Come on, take the mask off. Let's go, balls. Once again, look who's got wearing masks and who isn't.
The time is now. What do you want? What time is it?
Keep in mind, these people are here marching for stuff against our beliefs, against our country's beliefs, against our country in general. So, holy crap. Stuff's just got to stop. No, Palestine. So yeah, this is going on in America already. This is dumb. This is absolutely dumb. It's time for, honestly, the Republicans to wake up, because the Democrats are pushing for this, and they're stupid. You now have 40% of American women, I can't remember, under a certain age, between certain ages, who think they want to live in another country because America's so oppressive to them. It's like, are you nuts? This is the shit that's going on. The degradation of our society, and bringing too many of these people in is definitely not going to make it better. Not going to make it better at all. All right. Let me check Rumble one more again. Okay. And I am trying to keep this under 2 hours, guys. I am very tired. Even the C4 is not doing it. But I really wanted to stream. And I promise, Jay Watterson sometimes helps me, because sometimes I'm so tired and he's going to get a hold of me. And it's like, damn it. I promise. I'm going to do it no matter what. All right. Let me catch up here. Danny. Sorry. Jay Waters and Dan Crenshaw is One-Eye McCain. Oh, 100%. I've never liked Dan Crenshaw. He is a piece of crap. All right. Crafty Hurgok. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. One-Eye McCain in Texas, always complaining about how Congress underpaid. Yeah, he can kiss my ass. Congress they do fine. It was never supposed to be a lifetime job anyway. You stop, go do your public service, and go back to work. But our forefathers didn't see this level of degradation, this level of dirtiness, this filth that it could become. Or they would have done term limits there, I bet. They saw public service. They really believed in this country. They were alive at a time where they gave up on it. Yep, excellent connection on my end. So whatever's going on, it is a YouTube thing. That's YouTube. Well, hey, Jay Waterston, tonight's all it takes, bud. Because I get tired, and sometimes you get to a point at the end of a day, you're like, oh, then it's like somebody reminds you, it's like, yeah, I should be doing it. Such since my wife doesn't want to hear it, so if I talk here, she hears less. All right, Danny. When I seen that one guy, it has too much of capsaicin in it, it's too strong, and is not legal for use on humans. That said, I have a neighbor that has 4 or 5 cans of it, because he's like, if I ever get into a situation where I have to use it, I want them going down. So yeah. I use a gel pepper spray from Sabre, and it won't blow back on you, and it sticks. And every time they touch it, it just makes it worse. And it's just nasty stuff. But yeah, they're openly now just screaming about it. UK is double screwed. But yeah, we have some areas where we're getting in trouble. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself if things go sideways. Yeah, says Jay Watterson. Yeah. Dude, Phil Labonte says that a lot. I know you don't like him, but Phil Labonte says that a lot. Yeah, Islamists are not good. And if you go back and look through history, this is how Islam does it. And Islam has been a problem throughout time. Go look up, some people don't even know about the Barbary Pirates. Our Marines, I believe, were formed to go against the Barbary Pirates. The Barbary Pirates were Islamists and people from Africa going out and getting tons of white slaves. White slave trade was huge. Don't ever hear about that, do you? It was bad. All right. In my house, we pray to God, respect the flag, and kneel for the cross. God, guns, and guts is what keeps America free. I agree. I'm what you would call religious light. I was raised in a household where one person was atheist and the other one was Lutheran. My parents always let me have choices. I have gone through parts of my life where maybe I was, if not atheist, but agnostic. I don't profess to have all the answers, but I do believe there is, I don't know if it's the biblical God, because I don't know about the Bible. I'm more of a Carlinist, if you go with what George Carlin thought about the Bible. But I do believe there is a God, a being, a creator. I do believe that. It is something that holds our country together and holds out, we need that. The stuff we are founded on, not every country believes in that. You bring in tons of people that don't believe in what you believe through your foundation, your religion, and just your very, I don't know, the laws, I know I'm missing a word here, don't touch kids and stuff like that. Don't marry 9-year-old girls, stuff like that. So they don't believe in this stuff. They don't believe women have rights. All these idiot women out there marching for these people. Oh my God, are you stupid? Repeal the 19th is catching traction for a reason. It's like, ugh. All right. But yeah, Danny, I you know what? And I'll bet you have less troubles in your house. And, houses like that do have a lot less problems. And their kids seem to turn out a lot better, too. If I had kids right now in this climate, they would not be going to public schools around here. They'd be going to a religious school. Even if there wasn't the religion of mine. I don't care if it's Catholic. My wife was raised Catholic. It was Catholic. I don't care if it's Protestant. If it's a religious school, it's probably doing much better than our public schools. Or I'd be learning to self-teach. But at public schools, I would not send a kid anywhere near a public school that's teaching the crap they're teaching right now. The melting pot myth is being exposed. If you're not assimilating, it's making a new enclave. Yes, 100%. A melting pot can work if you are actually blending together. If they come here to be part of us, not come here and bring their third world shit here. Come here and try to still wipe their ass with their one hand. Ew. And still want to, do what they do with feminine types and have their Sharia law and have all the other stuff. No. It's just like people from Central America and stuff coming up here and expecting us to do their language. No. And follow their beliefs. Well, drunk driving is part of our culture. Too bad. Go back there. You come here to be American or fuck off. That's all there is to it. And we need to stand up for doing that. We need to make sure that's the way it is. It's the way it used to be. But yeah, melting pot can be good, but right now they are. They're just keeping their language. They want to keep everything there out. They're just here to suckle off the teat of America. To steal from America, take what they can take from Americans. That's all it is. That's all they're doing. They're just here to take. So yeah. Yeesh. People are nuts. Dearborn, Michigan, and maybe in deep shit. It may get nasty around here. Hey, Sog, there you are. Sog, not only are we no longer allowed to carry firearms, we're not allowed to carry pepper spray. Yeah. I talked to some friends in Australia, and they're almost like that. You can't even have a pocket knife on you. Dude, I carry pocket knife hell, a friend of mine, he carries 2 or 3. I carry a pocket knife almost all the time. So yeah, that's craziness. Yeah, Sog, you guys are screwed. The funny thing is, you're not allowed to carry anything with you, Sog. But hey, the bad guys still do. They don't care. They'll carry sticks, rods, firearms. They don't give a rat's ass. Criminals never follow the laws. Funny how the lefties never seem to give a rat's ass about that. All right. The founding fathers absolutely saw that the nation could be corrupted, a republic, if you can keep it. Yes. A republic is not as easy. It is tough. It takes work. Declaration of Independence speaks of what to do. Yep. 100%, Jay Watterson. Republic is not easy, and they knew it took work. The problem is people have gotten lazy now. They really have. United States Marine Corps was established to fight the British. Okay, so who was it to fight the Barbary Pirates? They were sent to handle the Barbary Pirates after the War for Independence. Okay. See, I thought the Marine Corps, I thought there was some part of our military that was either formed or given a much bigger mandate just because of the Barbary Pirates. But once again, my half a brain cell is running on caffeine right now, so he's limping, and it's getting low. All right. Power to the spork. We can carry a knife if the blade is less than 3 inches and if it's a non-locking blade. Wow. U.S. Navy. Okay. Thanks, Danny. Thank you very much. You know why I thought Marines? 3-inch blade. So you have to carry and open just a straight blade, not one that folds? And that kind of, I don't know. Whatever. That's weird. That is weird. All right, so let's go take a look at this. This is just something, this is what we run into if you let this stuff go on to lefties. Just a little blip, and we can go look at Chicago things. I'm doing good on time for me for once. This is from November 3rd, but I mean to talk about it. Security guard facing second degree you-know-what charges after shooting a man who was stealing and had been arrested more than a dozen times since 2002. Holy shit. So this guy's been arrested more than a dozen times. He gets in a kerfuffle. The security guard tries to stop him from stealing. They get in a kerfuffle, and the security guard caps him. And now the security guard's in trouble. Are you nuts? This is the Democrat wet dream right here. They don't want you to be able to protect yourself. They want you scared. And then you will turn to them and give them power. And I'm sure Sog will tell you that happens in the UK. They don't want you doing nothing. They will fine you, put you in jail for memes, for saying something that upset somebody. They don't want you defending yourself. They want you totally dependent on the government and scared. Because fear will let you will give them power. This is stupid.
Get the on your back. Come here. Get on your stomach. On your... 82 in the compound. Don't move. Don't move. You move, I can shoot you.
Jesus. Now here's my problem. I'm not going to show it much more because YouTube, you got to watch that certain thing.
You move on.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to show any more than that. That's where I'm stopping. But you know what I find sickening? This part right here. This. Where did I see it? Where they started? Right here. What these people do.
Move.
They just walk in with a kid. There's a security guard and a dude out fighting. Fighting their asses off. They just walk right on by with the kid. Are you out of your fucking mind? Seriously. And then they just stop to watch. Dude, what if this guy got a handle on the officer's gun or the security guard's gun and lit it off? You're right there. Are you stupid? Or what if he's desperate and gets up and grabs your kid? What the colorful flip is wrong with people?
You move, I shoot you.
And then they just stand there and watch. I'm going to say it, this guy might have been alive if one of these assholes right here, instead of watching, would help. Nope. And I'm going to say something controversial. I'm going to say these are probably illegal aliens right here. So I think this guy is yelling in Spanish. Probably why they don't give a shit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tim. Oh, I didn't know Tim offered to pay for his security or his legal bills. Wow. I didn't know that. I'm gonna open. Yeah, I'll save that link. I didn't know that. I didn't know Tim talked about it. Holy crap. Well, that's cool. Well, if he's got the money and he's got the belief, yeah. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to bet these people are illegal aliens. They ain't going to help. They have a different belief system than we do anyway. They're all here. I'm sorry, any illegal alien, I'm going to skip right by that, but any illegal alien is here to take from us. Hell, most legal ones these days because we just let everybody in. There, now I can... Uh-oh, there I go again. They didn't like me. Jeez. Every time. Boy, they really like to go after me because YouTube did that again. And guess what? Rumble, not a twitch. Rumble's scooting right along. Yeah, it's funny because, once again, Rumble's going right along. Come on, YouTube, fix your crap. Makes no sense. Don't get yourself killed over shit. And I hate when people say, "Oh my God, your stuff is more important than the guy's life." And no, it's the other way around. That guy thought his life was not as important as my stuff, or my house, or going after me. So yep. All right. So since you guys did bring it up, I didn't have anything else here. Let's go here. Let's go Chicago. See if that brings it up enough. Oh, is this the one you're talking about? Was this the one you're talking about, Jay Watterson? I didn't see it. I know I heard about an attack in Chicago the other day. Don't listen to the fake news. Listen to what residents are saying about Chicago. A woman who lives near the school where the mother and her son were brutally attacked says these kids have been terrorizing the community for a long time. And on top of that, a woman was set on fire on CTA yesterday. There it is. Yeah. Dude set a woman to fire on a CTA train. That's one I was going to talk about, but I hadn't time to find it. It's Brandon Johnson, Chicago, and Governor Pritzker's. Prickster. Insanity. Yeah, and the other one is this CTA one. Let's see, I'll just do it this way. Yeah. Chicago woman set on fire. See, that's the other thing. Bringing people in from these third world nations, one of their big thing is they light people on fire. They will acid attack people and light people on fire. And that's why we're seeing a lot of people. People have been asking, why are we seeing people in New York and Chicago and some other cities get lit on fire? Because we brought in these people. You bring in third world nation people, you get third world nation problems. And that's what we're getting. I mean, Saul will tell you, they have acid attacks over there. They get a lot of it because, well, guess what? You bring in the third world nation, you get the third world nation. Chicago's a dystopian shithole, yeah? 26-year-old woman in critical condition after a 45-year-old man poured flammable liquid on her. What the fuck was he carrying around? And set her on fire during a dispute on CTA Blue Line. What the colorful fuck. But hey, Chicago don't need no help, right? Now I'm going to say something. I don't know for sure. I could be totally wrong. You think there's a chance this guy could be an immigrant? Even if he is an anchor baby style immigrant. It's just loony. Man. Doused her in gasoline. What's he doing carrying? Okay. So you and me, we cannot carry firearms on CTA. Effing stupid. The one place you'd want to carry it in Chicago, definitely the CTA. On all the L and everything, in case you don't know, sorry. Are you kidding me? But people walking around with gasoline? He had gasoline on the train, enough gas to douse her and light her. This comes a week after a Blue Line rider was stabbed. This is stupid.
The 26-year-old woman's condition has not changed since last night. She is still in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital with burns on more than half of her body, including her face.
Just seen her lying on the ground, and she was...
More than half her body. And this asshole, I'll even say if he's an American citizen, watch, he'll maybe get 3 to 5 years, maybe 7. 26-year-old woman has burns on half her body, including her face. That is going to be unfixable. You were lit with gasoline. Besides the damage it could be to her eyes, her sense of smell, her taste, her ears. The damage fire can do. Holy shit. Democrats, they won't jail him for good. He'll get a slap for what he did and be out. If he's an illegal alien, hell, they probably won't even prosecute him.
Kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape.
Well, we know that this woman was saved by a number of Good Samaritans on the train with her. The police believe that the substance that was used as the accelerant was gasoline.
The Blue Line train was nearing the Clark and Lake Station around 9:45 last.
But hey, you can't have a firearm on there. If this lady had a firearm, this guy was getting in her face, starting to attack her, maybe she could have stopped it. But oh, hey, good job, Chicago. Good job, Illinois, you stupid fuckers. Now a 26-year-old woman has had her life irrevocably, too late to wear that word, changed. How many times does this stuff have to happen? How long until American citizens tell Democrats to fuck off? The Constitution, the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. Fuck off. You make a million laws, and the bad guys are still carrying firearms, knives, swords, and gasoline. All it's doing is getting law-abiding, or abiding to illegal laws, law-abiding citizens killed and hurt, or like this woman, messed up.
Last night when the woman was set on fire, Chicago police say it started with an argument between the 26-year-old and a man appearing to be in his mid-40s. It's still unclear what that argument was.
He felt emboldened enough to argue with a woman enough to light her on fire in public. He knew she could not defend herself.
Police say the man then poured some sort of liquid on her during the argument and ignited it. And you heard Alderman Riley say that police told him it may have been gasoline. When the train did stop, police say the woman got off and fell to the ground. The suspect took off running.
Yeah.
CTA trains and stations have cameras all over them, but so far police have not released any images of the suspect.
Right there. They got cameras all over, but so far they have not released images of the suspect. All right, in the chat. I'll wait. I know there's a little bit of a lag. I'll wait. Tell me in the chat why you think they haven't released any images of the suspect yet. I'll just, I'll kill a little time. Why do you think they haven't released the suspect? I'm going to say if the suspect, they would release it right away if it fit, some narratives. What do you think? Possibly, Danny. Allowing all these vermins into the country as if government are purposely trying to destroy our countries from within. They are. I think some people are. They are trying to they're trying to give themselves more power. You make the populace afraid. You make the populace dependent on you. You get power over them. And or some of them don't care. They just hate. They're self-hating people, so they hate the country, burn it all down. The Democrats in my country are a death cult. They just are. That's why covert carry and non-permissive environments is a thing. I don't know what you're talking about, Jay Watterson. I have a friend who has a saying, though. My friend Ray has a saying he's been using since we worked at my shop together. Better judged by 12 than carried by 6. And I'm going to say this, without saying it, I would recommend to anybody that does concealed carry, do it well. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to put myself on a legal thing there. Well, Danny says he's a Muslim. I'm going to say he's either Muslim or just a brown person. If this was Iquensu Ocha, good chance they'd have those pictures everywhere because the lefty media would be like, oh, we got a whitey. Get that Saltine. Get Casper. Get Chuck Demon. But if it's not, you know how it is. They don't let that footage out unless they have to. So yeah, gee, Wally, I don't know. I'm going to say this person is either, like Danny says, Muslim or just a brown folk. I'm going to bet. I could be totally wrong, and Jay Watterson will throw flip-flops at me, and you guys feel free to do the same. I'm going to bet it's not going to come out that he is an Asian or a Caucasian. An Asian. So yeah, I'm going to say, I know that's why you said Jay Watterson. I was just continuing on with your, if you're going to conceal carry, do it well. Even though my one conceal carry fishing pole for my body size is not super easy to do that with. But I like that size of fishing lure it throws. So, yeah. It shoots a 40 weight fishing lure at the fish. I like that one. But yeah, I'm going to bet. I'm just going to bet. We're going to find out it ain't a chalk demon. We all know a Philippines or woman. Yeah. Yeah, just J.B. Pritzker. Yeah. Oh, God. Is this an old quote from him?
Would you ask your friends to ride the L after midnight or after, 9 o'clock at night even to come down to the city from O'Hare?
Look, big cities have crime. There's no doubt about it.
Would you ask your friends to ride the L after midnight or after, 9 o'clock?
Big cities have crime. Not for you. Because, hey, here's the funny thing is, you ever notice how Democrats like J.B. Pritzker, Brandon Johnson, the Democrat supermajority in Illinois and other states like to take away your right to defend yourself? Oh, and they tell you, like in my own home state of Illinois here, oh, you can't own these types of firearms. Okay. And by the way, SCOTUS, get your heads out of your fucking asses and rule. The Illinois Safety Act is illegal as shit. How much longer are Illinoisans going to sit with their thumbs in their asses and let them break laws? We have a FOID card just to even own any type of firearm, which is illegal. That is a total impediment on your rights. Where does it say we got to pay our government for our rights? Don't pay Illinois for your FOID card. You don't get your rights. They tell you what type of guns you can and can't have like crazy. We're not a constitutional carry state. Tons of gun laws. Can't take it on CTA. Can't take it around tons of public places. They have such a thing here. So SCOTUS, get your head out of your asses. But what I was saying before I sidetrack myself is they will tell you, you can't have an AR. You can't have this pistol. You can't have this magazine. You can't have this caliber. While this asshole, his bodyguards have these weapons. Almost every Democrat who wants to make a law about what you can't have is protected by what you can't have. And it also makes us last place. Because if you're a working police officer, in most jurisdictions, you get to own these weaponries. You do. I've had a couple friends who are retired police officers, a couple who are active police officers. They get to have weapons I don't. And I'm not talking at work. I'm talking at home. So their families, if somebody breaks into their house, is more important and able to be protected than my family. That is bullshit. Total bullshit. Rules for thee, but not for me. That is the Democrat oath. Right there. I prefer pocket sand. Freedom seed throwers. But yeah, so what a bunch of crap. Oh, 100%. Nothing to see here. Suspect ran off when the train stopped. Jesus Cripes. It's just severe stupidity. All right, let's see where we're at on time here, kiddos. 1:32. I see you guys on Rumble. Oh, do me a favor, guys, if you haven't on YouTube and or Rumble, please hit thumbs up for the stream. And share this idiot channel out if you could, please. At least make YouTube have to keep answering questions to me every time I send them my analytics and every stuff they ask for. When they go, well, let's look into this again. Okay. Yeah, okay. Won't hold my breath. But no, I don't know. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Do you guys have anything else you would like to talk about? Let me know, because I have zero problems doing a little more talking yet. You know, I'm going to hit face down. So I got a neighbor's Cadillac to try to get a bolt drilled out of the camshaft because he broke a puller tool off in it. That'll be a good time. But elderly people, I do my best to help out elderly people, especially people who are not well off in money. So I keep my skills active by helping out. Let me think. I like my gym shirt. My wife got me this for the gym. Oh man. I don't know. I don't think I have much else to talk about. Let me look here. Let's see. Let's see what my feed has. Does my feed have anything else I wanted to talk about? I don't think so. I mean, I could go into the... Oh, what did I have? Hang on. There was something I was thinking about. What the hell is that? What the hell even is that? Oh, I know. Here, we can have a good laugh. Here, let's have a good laugh. Let's have a laugh. Here's a good laugh. Here's a good one for you guys. This is hilarious. I've heard people say that, oh no, Trump didn't call her Piggy, he called her Peggy, or said some other crap. It's so stupid. No, he called her Piggy. I think he called her Piggy. What do you guys think? All right. They are just hyperventilating over this. It's totally cut off. So that is them booting me. That is not on accident anymore. Rumble, I just sit here watching Rumble. Rumble didn't Twitch. That is YouTube doing that. Screw you, YouTube. That is 100% YouTube. I will say it. I will die on that hill. That is YouTube. So I don't know where you guys get cut off at. But yeah, Rumble did not Twitch. Hey, YouTube, do you realize that when a person is streaming on multiple platforms, they can tell when you're screwing with them? For Mr. Steven over in India, who is watching my stream and will take me down. Well, Steven, I can see when you're doing it. Anybody can. If we're streaming on 2, 3, 4 platforms and only yours acts up, It's not an accident when it keeps happening. So I don't know where you guys got let off at. I don't know if you heard the piggy. It's funny because it seems like every time I play something, we saw the piggy part cut off while you were laughing. Oh, okay. Well, just for that, I'm going to play it again.
On Venezuela, sir, you've had a lot of...
Come on, YouTube. There we go. All right. Now, the funny thing is, they are hyperventilating over this. Just hyperventilating. Saves his most demeaning comments are female journalists. I think it makes him look strong. You know what? I don't give a shit. Calling a journalist piggy, I think he's owed a few thousand compared to the way the leftist media has treated him and lied about him. And also, you know what? How many of these women journalists, I don't give a shit what gender they are or color or anything. How many of them have called him Mussolini, Hitler, Nazi, fascist? Huh? Fuck you. Being called piggy is not near as bad as being called, oh my God, you're a total Nazi. You're a racist. Screw you. Stop hyperventilating. Once again, the left has no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. They will hyperventilate. Oh my God, I got the vapors. Trump called somebody piggy. Well, what about you calling him a Nazi? And they say, it's not as bad. But he is a Nazi, so we didn't say anything bad. God. Have you ever watched the live chats? What's live chats? What do you mean? What live chats? You're watching a live one right now. So I don't know what live chats you mean. I saw a neon juggalo clown and then seen another clown doing balloon animals. What? What the hell? Insane clown posse? Hey! Actually, I think I was. YT of the shorts for reels. I've watched a few of the shorts and reels. I've made a few that YouTube makes a big deal out of, but nobody really watches them. So, okay. That's just me. Yeah, I've watched some shorts and stuff, but I'm not as into them as some people seem to be. The TikTok generation. TikTok is the one I do not have on my computers. I mean, I have a VPN and stuff running and some software but still, I'm not sure about TikTok. Still. Yeah, I've watched YouTube some shorts and some of the reels. But I didn't know about live chats on any of those. I watch live streams. I mean, even the gaming stream behind me is live. He's one of the guys I like to watch late at night if I'm up doing treatments or doing stuff with the dogs and trying to get some paperwork stuff done. Not a fan of YouTube Shorts. Neither am I. I just post them once in a while because it's easy for me and I'm trying to keep... I've had a couple of you guys on here recommend, hey, if you can't get on, do that, do some shorts. So that's what I've been trying to do. Pull my phone out and at least, especially if something irks me right on the spot, I just pull it out there and go. So yeah. Dick talk because most of I see on are dicks. 100%. That's nice. Dick talk. I like that, Zog. That's good. They have some with Indian women sleeping or doing nefarious things. What? I know that on YouTube you can see like, I can't remember what it is. I was going through and I was watching Project Farm one night. If you know who Project Farm is, go look him up on YouTube. His channel is flippin' epic. But I was watching Project Farm, and then I went over and somehow recommended something called Electrical Tape Bikini Show or something. And I went, what the colorful? About 45 seconds in, I was like, what? And then somebody said there you can, I don't know what it's called. Brain fart. Somebody said something about naked yoga or something. I haven't looked at that one, but somebody said there's kind of some nudity on YouTube there. But since it's educational, it's allowed. And I think Tim talked, was it Jeremy D-Day Cobra about it, talked about it. that you can also see some women, because it's educational, shaving their nethers. It's like, holy crap. I ain't shown that on my stream because I'm not sure I'm educational, am I, YouTube? But yeah. You used to be able to look up Brazilian bikini wax. I think you can look up still shaving down there. So I know I can't remember who I was watching. They were talking about it recently. Also, there's a channel I watch also. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. And guy don't know me from Adam, but I've liked his channel a long time. Conservative Resurgence. Check him out if you haven't. What a great channel. I mean, he's really got a good channel. I don't think Trump, I don't like how the left wants to be breathless about Trump. Oh my God, Trump. Oh my God, he's so mean. Screw you. They don't get to say nothing after all the crap they've said. I'm going to close some windows. I think I'm going to go, and you know what? There was a video of his. I don't know if I'm on that one. Boom, boom. I don't know if I'm on it, if I have that one in there. Let's see. There it is. This channel right here. Have you guys ever heard of him? Mark Dice. Yes, I watch Mark Dice. Mark Dice is actually probably one of the ballsiest guys on YouTube. I mean, he's understated, but the way he says things, but he's really good at it. Yeah, Mark Dice is good. Get you some beer and pork skins and watch the natural birthing. Whoa, okay. There you go. I didn't know you could probably, I didn't think that. I guess you could probably look that up, but yeah. This is his channel, Conservative Resurgence. He was taken down for a while and reinstated not too long ago. He's got a good subscriber count. His videos, I don't think, get enough views. Hey, mine get like 20 views or 100 views, so I'm not going to... He's doing better than me. Yep. He's had some good ones here, too. The backfire, how Democrats' Epstein accusations led to their own downfall. Plaskett. Actually, I'll play a little bit of that, but we'll talk.
Last week's Democrat attempt to weaponize Jeffrey Epstein's emails against President Trump backfired spectacularly. The supposedly damning evidence against...
By the way, go over and subscribe to him. Conservative Resurgence. Great channel. Actually, let me take this here. I don't care. I'll just go post right here. I don't care if anybody sees how few are watching. I'm not my problem. I know I'm a tiny channel. But he's got a great channel.
Trump turned out to be a nothing burger. And the GOP's subsequent
100%.
release of 23,000 emails has already claimed its first casualty. Though not the target Democrats had hoped for. Larry Summers,
There it is. There you go, Jay Watterson. There's Larry Summers for you. Oh, boy. Hang on. All right. Let's see that. There we go. Whoa. Holy mother. Sorry. My chat locked up on my other computer. YouTube.
Former Harvard president who also served as Bill Clinton's Treasury Secretary and Director of Obama's National Economic Council, announced Monday that he's stepping back from public
wonder why.
commitments. According to a statement that he gave the Harvard Crimson, Summers' retreat is part of an effort to, quote, rebuild trust and repair relationships with the people closest to me, unquote. Quote, I am deeply ashamed of my actions and recognize the pain they have caused.
Dude, okay. I'm going to say something. Does he or does he not look like a creepster? He looks like a diddler. Like, dude, I don't know. He gives me the vibes. Man, if I saw this dude in Happy Joe's, some of you don't know who Happy Joe's is, I would be very unhappy. Happy Joe's Pizza Parlor, they have a play area here, and it was founded in this area. Actually, Happy Joe's is the creator of the taco pizza. Created here in the Quad Cities.
take full responsibility for my misguided decisions to continue communicating with Mr. Epstein, Summers told the Crimson. Quote, while continuing to fulfill my teaching obligations, I will be stepping back from public commitments as one part of my broader effort, unquote.
Effort to what? You ain't going to fix that. What actions exactly? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's going to tell us what he did exactly. Do you? This guy always impresses me too, because of resurgence. I don't know how he gets away with using music that really, I swear, I'll probably get copyright strike for it, but he won't. He uses a lot of background music that's like, whoa, I don't know how he gets away with it. It must be just enough changes in it not to be the original.
Translation, he got caught, and the fallout was too toxic to ignore.
100%.
This from the Harvard Crimson. Summers stepped down from his position as an advisor to the Yale Budget Lab, a Yale University-based policy shop that offers financial modeling for policymakers and journalists on Monday. According to a spokesperson from the group, his profile was removed from the lab's website by Monday evening.
Whoops. Yeah, because they don't want the liability. They're going, oh, shit. Yeah, he's backing down because he's trying to hide under a rock before somebody comes after him for this crap. That's what he's doing. It's not because he's, oh, I grew a conscience. I'm so embarrassed. Bullshit. Has nothing to do with that at all. Has to do with, I better get the frig out of Dodge. I got to run. Dodge to avoid. That goes with this and the vehicles. No. My wife has a Dodge, so I better watch my mouth. But no. Yeah, it has nothing to do with, oh, we learned. Come on, I'm betting people at the college knew. I'll say it. I'll bet somebody at that college might have known. My opinion.
Summers also resigned from his fellowship at the Center for American Progress, a progress think tank. He had served as a senior fellow at the organization since 2012. Quote, Larry Summers has announced that he is stepping away from public comments immediately, and this includes
I'll bet.
ending his fellowship at CAP.
I'll bet he's going to step away from public comments. Can you imagine with all this coming out, the comments he would be dealing with? Can you imagine if he's actually in class teaching, how he's going to have to deal with that? Whoa. There's going to be some centrist or conservative kid in that class going, yo, I don't know if I should be listening to anything you say, diddler. I don't know. Might be called the diddler.
A spokesperson from the group wrote in a statement. In a huge tranche of emails the Republicans on the House Oversight Committee released last week, there were several years of correspondence between Summers and the late financier. These exchanges spanned at least from 2013 to 2019, painting a disturbing picture of Summers' judgment, or more accurately,
Yeah, because wasn't that after his conviction? Wasn't that after Epstein's conviction? So he kept being buddies. I'm sorry, but I don't know about any of you. I mean, I don't know your histories. A lot of you don't know mine, but I don't know about you, but let's say I had a buddy named Meffrey, Mr. Meffrey, and I've been buddies for 25, 30 years. Then I find out Meffrey is doing weird diddling stuff, and he gets found guilty of it even. I don't think I'm going to be Meffrey's buddy. I'm going to be going, holy F. And I'm not going to lie, I'd be out. Man, anybody ask me, I'd be backpedaling away from that sucker at warp 9. I sure wouldn't keep chit-chatting with him. It's an illness. These people kept chit-chatting with him because they never thought there'd be any actual blowback going any farther. And it's a sickness. Once they get into it, they can't back away. They just can't. Make wood chippers great again, 100%. Anyone that doesn't want these files released should be heavily looked at. Yeah. Problem is, I agree, Danny, but I just don't think we're getting anything out of them. I think those files have been gone for a long time. I think if they were still existing before Biden came into office, they were gone during that administration. I think they would have wiped it, disappeared it, got any names off. I think, unfortunately, we're not going to get anything real. Or else all of Congress wouldn't have voted. Okay, all of the House wouldn't have voted to release it. Oh, let's just release this. Says they know shit is gone. They know there's nothing there. They know it's a nothing burger left, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Does Jeffery film videos in Gary, Indiana? Nice. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, boy, you're going to the past there. But yeah, I agree, make wood chippers great again. If I was friends with Jeffery and found them, chances are I'd call 811. Yeah. Back then, yeah. Oh, I went away again? Good God. Yeah, this YouTube thing is stupid because I have not seen one glitch on Rumble. Not one. Anybody want to tell me what that means? All right, we'll watch a little more of this, but I don't want to watch this whole video. I'd say go watch Conservative Resurgence, watch the last bit of it, but watch a little more.
Complete lack thereof. Since Epstein had pled guilty in 2008 to soliciting of prostitution and solicitation of prostitution.
Okay, so he just answered my question. So this guy communicated with him. He was found guilty in 2008, but this guy kept talking to him clear up to 2019? Whoa.
For the minor. That means by the time Summers was chatting with him, Epstein was already a convicted sex offender and known predator. Yet Summers kept the friendship going for years.
I'm sorry, but what kind of conversations can you have with a person that has done shit like that? And how does that conversation, hey, what do you think the Bears are going to do? I think the Bears or Minnesota Vikings are going to win, or Vikings, whatever. Which team do you think is going to win this weekend? It's like, dude, you diddled children. How the hell do I have to even talk to you about football? I can't logically make that work. How do you chit-chat? What do you think about car tires? Shut the fuck up, dude. You've done nasty stuff. I don't even know how you can talk about anything else with that type of insanity near you. That means you have to be just as fucked up.
The released documents revealed something even more cringeworthy. Summers asked Epstein for romantic advice about pursuing an affair with a female mentee. The two bantered back and forth, with Summers apparently seeking Epstein's counsel on whether he should send a note to a woman who had caught his interest. Yeah.
Now you realize, did you see this guy wears a wedding ring? I'm sure his wife is just loving this. If she stays, my God, what is wrong with her? She's a prisoner. Somebody go help this woman. My God. There is not enough diamond rings in the world to make a woman stay through this. Because now she knows, old boy here was talking to Pedo Central and hanging out and being buddies with him all this time. And now she's hearing that he here tried to kind of get it on with one of his little mentees in school. Ah! Whew. How are you gonna change? How you gonna make that marriage work? That's as effed up. If she stays with him, that's as effed up as him hanging out with Epstein. Because if you know your husband's done this stuff, how do you get up in the morning and go, what do you want for dinner? Or, he gets up in the morning and he goes, what do you want, honey? Do you want Rice Krispies or do you want Raisin Bran? She's going to go, screw you. You were trying to sleep with one of your assistants or your students, and you were hanging out with Pedo Man. Are you kidding? There is no way that marriage, you can't know. Yeah, I agree, 100%, Danny. Jay Watterson, yes, Jay Watterson, 100%. Wood chipper go brrr. Ooh. JD Lace said the best. Wood chipper is great again, 100%. Yeah, it means YouTube is run by sulky libtard kids. With Squishy, he's taking your videos down. 811 is dig alert. Yes, Yes, call Julie. In my area, it's called Julie before you dig. I went away again? Wow, they're really after me now.
That's right, you got it. A former Harvard president and senior economic advisor to 2 Democrat presidents thought a convicted sex offender was the right person to counsel about pursuing a relationship with a young woman he was supposed to be mentoring.
God dang. Exactly, Sog, 100%. As soon as he said libtard kids, whoops. Whoops. Well, that was awful while then. You missed all my talking about 811 and the wood chipper and everything. Darn. I'm telling you, I would make that marriage work if he was my husband. I'm telling you how I would make that marriage work if he was my husband. Woo. Nice. Maybe it's the wood chipper talk.
But unfortunately for Democrats, Summers isn't the only Democrat caught in the Epstein email dragnet.
But nothing's going to be done to this chick. This dude right here has got more chance of getting in trouble than she does. She's got nothing. She's a piece of crap. 100% a piece of shit. Virgin Islands, you're not voting. If you're a non-voting territory, you should not be in our government. You are a nothing. You are getting paid big money for nothing. And she gets to say, hey, somebody should shoot Trump. That's dumb. That is dumb that she's allowed to say that. Even dumber that I just said it on YouTube because YouTube loves me so much. But you know, I'm not saying to do it. I'm making fun of this dumb biatch.
Newly released documents show House Delegate Stacy Plaskett, Democrat from Virgin Islands. This lady's a real peach of color, let me tell you.
Sorry, a real peach of color? Ooh. Ooh, you smooth-voiced devil. That's good. A real peach of color.
Anyways, she strategized with Epstein over text message during a 2019 congressional hearing. This, of course, was well after everyone knew what he was.
But it's okay if Democrats do it. Remember, do it, the rules for thee, but not for me. And Democrats have no true beliefs except what gives them power at the moment.
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries now face uncomfortable questions about Plaskett's communications. On top of that, Barack Obama's White House counsel, Catherine Rumler, sought Epstein's guidance on how to get Obama to nominate her for U.S. Attorney General.
Oh my God, I didn't know that one. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. So Obama's Catherine Rumler was, oh my God. Why was everybody asking this guy's advice? I mean, it's just nuts. Holy crap.
Again, well after we all knew who Epstein really was. You know, maybe it's just me, but it's starting to look like the only person who did the right thing and distanced himself from Epstein was Donald Trump. Democrats.
Fact. Lefties don't want to think it, but Donald Trump found out what was going on and booted him out of his clubs. I don't want you around anymore. And Donald Trump, he worked with the law enforcement. He's the one who turned his ass in. We don't know if he's an FBI informant. We know he actually worked with law enforcement on it. So you know what? And you know what? You want to be a little more. I go again. I said bad things. Excellent connection. I shut up when it went away that time. Excellent connection, though. My connection was excellent. Come on, YouTube, explain it. But yeah, Trump worked. Trump has daughters. They say Trump is a Nazi, even though half his family is Jewish. They say he hates women. His women, all of his daughters and granddaughters in his family are strong women. His wife is a strong, intelligent, rich model woman of her own. Yeah, Trump hates women. Shut up. He has daughters and granddaughters. Of course he didn't want Epstein around. Lefties are just stupid. All right. I'm going to open that, but let me get to continue here real quick. I'm going to try to be 2 hours at 2 hours. Yeah, I went away again. That's why I shut up for a second.
Gambled that selectively releasing Epstein emails would damage Trump.
I'm sorry. Did you see? I can't go by that. Did you see Squidward? Right there, Squidward. There's Squidward. Oh, SpongeBob is right behind him. We have Squidward and SpongeBob. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Somebody in the House of Representatives. Oh, this is the Senate. Yeah, there's Nadler. Got his pants getting higher, going to be at his nips. There's Hakeem, he looks like he's right out of The Walking Dead. Something wrong with that boy.
Would damage Trump. Instead, they've opened Pandora's box. Their own party members.
Yep.
The ones getting buried by the contents. Who will be the next Democrat to fall to the...
Waiting. I'm waiting. I actually shut up. I was paying attention that time. As soon as it went down, I went and checked my connection. Yep, I know. They were doing it more and more, even though Rumble still hasn't twitched. Not once. You can't have YouTube go stupid 15, 20 times and Rumble not do it once and think everything's kosher, to use a word. No, I have to disagree with him. I still think this was all done. The Democrats knew there was no there there. They know there's nobody going to get in trouble for any of this shit. It was all just to bog down Trump. Because they knew that the faithful will obviously hate Trump more. They won't look up facts. They don't care. Somehow they'll look at Plaskett and go, well, what's the big deal? Well, but Trump talked to him and it's a big deal. They know they're just playing for their brainless masses, for the smooth brains. That's all they're doing. They were just slowing things down. They know nothing's going to come of this.
Mainstream media won't ask that question. Well, the vote just passed, so it looks like they'll be released, and Donald Trump already blessed them and said, let's go. Here he is.
It was a jerk fest.
Here's what I want. We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats. You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others. They're all Democrats. All I want is I want for people to recognize the great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower, on energy, on ending 8 wars, and another one coming pretty soon, I believe.
Hope so.
We've done a great job. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done. So I'm all for it. You know, we've already given 50,000 pages. You do know that. Unfortunately, like with the Kennedy situation, with the Martin Luther King situation, not to put Jeffrey Epstein in the same category, but no matter what we give, it's never enough. You know,
100%. He's right. I didn't know Trump said that, but yes, I've been saying that. He's right. No matter what comes out, once something because it becomes a conspiracy theory, you won't be able to fix it. It will always be that way. It will never please everybody. It's always going to be stuck in conspiracy theory zone. It doesn't matter what's released. I really don't think it does.
With Kennedy, we gave everything, and it wasn't enough. With Martin Luther King, we gave everything, and it's never enough. We've already given, I believe the number is 50,000 pages. 50,000 pages. And it's just a Russia hoax as it pertains to the Republicans. Now, I believe that many of the people some of the people that we mentioned are being looked at very seriously for...
Hey, I'll say this. You don't have to be, please. I just don't think nobody will be. But I will say this. Donald Trump has got some brass balls on him, or some cast iron ones maybe. Because think about this. He is the guy in the way right now of all these conspiracy theories. And he's out there. God, he's giving out more for JFK, more for Martin Luther King. And yes, whether we like it or not, more for Epstein than anybody else has. He's willing to throw himself, really, likes it or not. He's the guy in front of this. Yeah, some of it because of his own mouth saying he would do it. I'm just saying, holy crap. He didn't cause JFK. He didn't cause Martin Luther King. He didn't cause Epstein, but he's the one right in front of that proverbial firing squad. Yeesh.
Their relationship to Jeffrey Epstein, but they were with him all the time. I wasn't at all. And we'll see what happens. What I just don't want Epstein to do is detract from the great success of the Republican Party, including the fact that the Democrats are totally blamed for the shutdown. You know, they cost our country hundreds of billions of dollars with that, at a lot of inconvenience.
Yep. So am I, Jay Watterson. Actually, what I'm waiting for more than that, there is something, and you're going to disagree with me possibly here. I think more important than perp walks, more important than Epstein, is we got to get real mass deportations. Tom Homan, sorry, buddy, pull your head out of your ass. President Trump, tell these judges to fuck off and actually do mass deportations. No more pussyfooting, no more playing games. Go after the employers. Everybody's getting worried. Even Republicans, even some people who want mass deportations are going, oh, but the optics of some of these raids aren't good. Fine, don't do the raids. You don't have to. You go after the employers. You go after anybody selling them a car. Anybody giving them car insurance. Anybody selling them a house, giving them a bank account. Go after the shit that keeps them here. We won't have to deport. If they can't support themselves here, they won't be here. I would even say go after any church group, food pantry that gives them food. When there's Americans in line, don't you dare give anything to an illegal before all them Americans are fed. Do this shit. That is more important because it's given power to the Democrats that they shouldn't have. It's giving them huge amounts of money for their states. It's giving them electoral college votes. It's giving them representatives. No more of this. This is major power and money. So we need actual mass deportations. And unfortunately, I'm not sure Trump has the stomach to really do it. He needs to piss off the business people, the bankers, and go after them. Hired illegal, you're going to be stomped into a mud hole. I'm done with it. That is my bigger thing. Perp walks, yes. Do I think that'll happen? Shit, no. Trump is one guy. The Republicans are almost as fucking dirty as the Democrats. So they don't want to throw themselves under that bus. So I don't think so.
So I'm for any. I don't. They can do whatever they want. We'll give them everything. Sure, I would. Let the Senate look at it. Let anybody look at it. But don't talk about it too much because honestly, I don't.
I'm waiting. No data. That right there is somebody hitting the button. That is somebody hitting the button. Because when I'm watching on here and it says excellent connection, no data, then right back to excellent connection, somebody's hitting a button. All right. So go watch that last bit of that on Conservative Resurgence channel if you want to see it. I posted the link before. All right. Danny, I totally agree. We're going to be out of here in a few minutes. Start arresting anyone giving them credit cards, bank accounts, housing, as well as employing them. Also, how about sending them to your school? Your kids, my kids, American kids have to have shot records. It's illegal to send your kids to a public school without shot records, without the actual vaccinations. But somehow when it's an illegal alien child, hey, guess what? They can go to school with your children without vaccinations. No records, no vaccinations, nothing. They can just go. Where do you think all the respiratory illnesses came from? My care center for my lungs warned us a couple years ago. And the few honest doctors on that group said, yeah, we're seeing these crazy respiratory stuff and all these other illnesses we thought we had eliminated here come back. It's the illegals. You bring in people from third world nations, you get third world problems. Stuff we don't have immunity to. Stuff we haven't seen in decades upon decades. So yeah, I agree. And I think any school system, if you're a principal, a school board, you let illegal alien kids go to your school, illegal immigrant kids, whatever, automatically jailed. You are breaking federal law. You're breaking your own laws. Children that are not vaccinated properly cannot go unless they're illegal. Look at all the documentation you and I have to have a bank account. They don't. That's federal laws they're breaking. FDIC. What about home loans? Look at all the shit you and I have to have. They don't. Breaking federal laws again. Federal's involved in that. So I agree, Danny. I want to go after every reason. Every reason they're here. I'm done with it. And I think Trump needs to grow a pair and just do it. He's still trying to play nice. You don't want these bad optics of raids. You do not have to do the raids. You go after the people, helping them stay here. Get rid of the jobs, get rid of the housing, get rid of the vehicles, get rid of the bank accounts, get rid of car insurance, get rid of their ability to go and shop places. Take away the anchors keeping them here. And you won't have to do any raids. They will leave. They will have no option but to leave. Jackson didn't push a button. Yeah, nobody saw him, didn't prove a thing. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe that's what's going on. He's under here going on a cord. Plane flights without ID. Yeah, there's another one, Jay Watterson. Thank you. Yeah, you and I have to have ID out the behind, no pun intended, and get searched. Illegals? Don't know who they are, but hey, look, I got this piece of paper. I can get on. To hell? Illegal aliens are first class in our country. American citizens are second class. Look at the money we were giving every man, woman, and child illegal alien. And a lot of it still is. Trump hasn't been able to stop that because Congress has the purse strings. And they won't get off their ass to do anything. There are a lot of illegal aliens in this country still getting $3,000 to $8,000 a month, every man, woman, and child, for them. It's stupidity. Oh, I went away again. I'm waiting. All right, there we go. No data. Ooh, I think it booted me. Am I back? There it is. Yeah, we're about done, guys. That is YouTube, because Rumble, still not a wiggle. But YouTube, it's click, click. So it's 100% a YouTube problem. So I have to say a quick fuck you to YouTube and to Steven over in Delhi. Laugh my ass off. Some guy named Steven in Delhi. He's like, oh my God, he knows about me. But no, this crap's got to stop. Trump needs to actually mass deport, and that's where we're going to probably leave it for the night or morning. So you guys have a good one. If you haven't hit thumbs up, please do. Whether you're on Rumble or YouTube. I'm going to try to test streaming to Kick coming up, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth it for a tiny channel like me to be going multiple places and spending all the extra time and effort. Or if I just stick to YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow. We'll see how tired I am. Because it's 5:30 my time. I got to get a little sleep. I got a couple things, a bunch of stuff to do today. So we'll see if I'm still left. I got the gym. I got a Cadillac to work on. Besides all my meds and stuff. So we'll see. We will see. Stop it. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I will talk to you later. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. And I know you are, bud, but stop it. Thank you very much, everybody. And Sog, be careful over there, bud, because I'm still watching, and some of the news over there ain't all that much better than over here. So, all right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Have a good one. It's okay, Jay Watterson. I appreciate the reminder sometimes when I'm butt tired. Just as long as me and my buddy C4 have a chat. All right. Have a good one. Be safe, everyone. And let's see what today brings. Oh, let's see what the meltdowns are today. See what's on